pantry. In suits.
I got these some time back. I use them like once in a while. Time. I look so different in this thing. I like look older, but it's nice finally like owning a bonnet and being able to just like sleep and not worry about hair like spreading around the bed sheets. I don't want this thing to get wet. And I don't want to remove it either. I'm supposed to braid my hair today, but we still have exams, so the timing is a little bit tight. Yeah, it's a little tight, and maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Otherwise, I'm tired of combing it now because the pressures are just too much. This good light here. Jay! Ooh, let me peek. I have like a whole like set. And pasako. Ew, this is so cute. Look at this one. So here is a story time, guys. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a great week. It's Thursday today, so my travel road trip video should be up, and if you watched it, you see that I traveled for a memorial for a beloved sister in Musanze, like it's outside Kigali, and yeah, it's outside Kigali, and it pretty much like took the whole day because we came back like in the evening and stuff like that. So when I came back home that fateful day, I walked into my room, and my bedroom window was broken. My school bag was gone. Some of my handbags were gone, but fortunately enough, they took out like my purse and then removed like all my important cards, like my NRC, and then they removed my bank card. I think they didn't like pay attention. They just threw it, like it was just scattered. I'll insert a video. I think we took a video. Yeah, so it was so heartbreaking. I froze in that moment. I was numb. I could just feel the tears like just coming, you know, like collecting, like a pool, like a paddle, and everything like that, like all those different emotions. And you know, the first thing mostly that happens that you think of is it's my fault. Like, you know, I let this happen. Maybe if I had stayed back, maybe if I had just done this, you know, I mean, I already know that these people had come back at some point, like, you know, the thieves. There was a lot of blame and a lot of like that anger and bitterness towards, like, you know, myself. And then what made it worse and more painful is when we realized that the laptop of like the other housemate was also stolen. Like, you know, the window was in the same state. It was just heartbreaking, and it was so sad. We called the police, and this was like 10-11, and then we had to go. The police came, they did like some investigation, they looked around, they told our stories, like, you know, timelines, they wrote stuff down, and then we had to go to the station to like give an official like statement, you know, that, you know. And that was like around 2. We stayed like till 3, and there was just no sleep, like, you know, in the eyes. that tiredness that I was feeling, like, you know, from the trip, the road trip, it was gone. I was just numb. I was just there, like, thinking, like, what do I do? Because I still have exams. I have work that I'm supposed to do and deliver. I have my personal studies and, like, personal projects that, you know, you do on your PC. Like, there's just always something to do on your PC, like, as a student, especially a computer science student. There's just so much to do, you know, there's something to learn, and these exams are not easy at all. And on top of that, I have, like, my final project, like, my final capstone, like, which I'm supposed to, like, wrap up and then prepare slides for my presentation. A lot of research goes into that, because building, like, the application is different from, like, actually presenting it, because, you know, they'll be asking you questions. You need to understand, like, this product that you've built, and actualize it into, like, the real world, like how it make money, what's the marketing campaign model, all those business queries that they ask. Like, a lot of research goes into that to fit the application that you've made into that kind of, like, setup. So my mind was flooded. Even still today, it's flooded. I cried, I prayed, I cried again. I thought about, you know, taking matters into my own hands and just, I don't know, resorting to some sort of, like, crazy thing, like, you know, all those things that come into your mind when you're angry and bitter. But the police were very helpful, and we're still waiting, and we're just believing God for a positive outcome at the end of the day. And if it doesn't happen, it's still okay, because we've learned something. And something that I just want to share is that if you are a student and you're coming to Rwanda, like, Rwanda is safe. It's very, very safe. You know, people walk around, like, 2, and there's, like, police on the road. People leave, like, clubs at, like, 4, you know, and it's safe. But the thing is, it depends on the area that you're staying in. I think I said that in my my other sit down where I was sharing my experiences. It depends on the area. So the only Mayadi I know is Nyarutarama. Like, it's a very fancy area and things like that. So if you look at the nature of the people that live or stay in Nyarutarama, in these houses, the nature of these people is that they work. Most of them are, like, business people. They travel. You know, I don't want to, like, really say fancy, but they're, like, business oriented. There's, like, something that they're doing, you know, like, to get their income. But if you look at, like, these other areas, like Zindiro, I don't know, maybe Kimirongo, Masoro, like, those other areas where they're, like, chocolate houses, and the houses are not, like, properly set up, they're not, like, properly built. It's like a shanty kind of thingy. And also looking at the nature of the country is expensive, and it's not everybody that is, like, really doing well for themselves and for their family. It's not everybody that is, like, doing well at the end of the day. So people are, like, struggling, they are striving to, like, make ends meet. So you as a student, when you come, the main aim most of the time is to, like, survive the high cost of living, like, in Rwanda, right? And then the best way most of the time is to be like, oh, I'll find a house that is cheap and stuff like that. But the problem with that is that those houses that are affordable and cheap for you as a student, for us as students, because I'm still a student, the areas that they're located in, they're not safe at the end of the day. Because once those people, like, see and they notice, first of all, you're a foreigner, 2, you're a student, most of the time, you know, you have this to my money is, like, your allowance from your scholarship, from your family, and they know that you have resources, like your gadgets, your phones, because you need them to, like, perform and do what you're supposed to do. They know. So you become a target for, like, those people who are, like, trying to make ends meet. So when you come to Rwanda, my best advice, if you're a student and you're coming to Rwanda, I think it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better you move to, like, do your research and move to areas that are considered, like, safer. You know, ask around and find places that are considered safer. So the places that are, like, far away are not, like, as expensive, because there's, like, lesser civilization there. Like, people are still moving there, people are still building. So most of the time as a student, the pressure will be transport money. Like, oh no, it's far, I can't be spending all that money on transport, shan. But I think it's better that way, knowing that even if you leave your laptop in the living room, you will still find it, compared to, like, hey, you're living near campus, near those my areas near campus. And then if you leave your PC, you don't find it, just because you're paying maybe 500 random francs for transport. So do your research first when coming to Rwanda, and understand like which areas would work best, and be safe. Yeah, so that's what happened, guys. For now, the house is no longer there. It's no longer ours. We just left. And imagine what even paid for April. Yeah, so the house is no longer there. The house is no longer ours. Like, we're no longer renting it. And we're just trying to figure things out for now. Because it's very heartbreaking. I have cried. I have cried. But it's just to leave it to God, and that He works through these systems like the police and everything like that. Other than that, we're just glad that we are safe, like all of us, because like some people may think, I can survive in those areas and stuff like that. But the thing is, an encounter with a thief, you never know how it's going to turn out, because you don't know what that thief is capable of. What if he's armed? What if he has weapons like knives and slashes and stuff like that? You never know, like, to the extent that people go just to make sure they rob, and then you are there, you come face to face with them, and then you die in a foreign country. Cheap is nice, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So, I've talked a lot. I think I'm going to make something to eat. I am starving. It smells really traditional, but your love's too original. You're anything but conventional. Baby, did you know that from the moment we fell in and knew we couldn't fall back, knew I'd always crawl back. The first house we visited was a 3-bedroom house. It was really great and very cozy. Plan on going. It's time. Do you want to say hi?
Hi. Hi, Harriet's friends on YouTube.
I really liked the appearance of this house. I liked the fact that it had white tiles, white walls. It just had like that white aesthetic, and it was really like calming, and it had this nice cozy feeling to it. I think they should bring them. I like it. It's nice. So 2 of the bedrooms share like a bathroom and a toilet, and then there's a self-contained one which has like an in-suite situation and is very nice. And like a white wardrobe, like a mirror. It's not too shabby. Then this is the bathroom. This is a bathroom. And like a shower thingy there. Hallway here. Then the second room. This is the wardrobe as well. And there's a pantry there where you can like put food. This one is not even been opened yet.
But you don't have hand lines.
Or like overspend. I think this is like an in-suit. Oh, that's nice. It's cozy. It's neat. What is the light? This one is nice. So we still had another option to view, but unfortunately when we got there, the landlord was not around. She had left for, I think, a burial or a memorial, and she wanted us to like come back after like a couple of hours, but we did not return because the price was already crazy. But it had a great yard. It was a 2-bedroom, and it was a very, very lovely house. Fortunately, the agent had another option for us to view, but for this house, it didn't have like a proper kitchen. The kitchen was like so small, and it was a non-starter for us because, you know, most of the time as students, you buy things in bulk and you want to properly like store them and cook, but it didn't have like that proper space. But it was a great house, had a nice living room, nice bedrooms, and a colorful washroom, but the issue was just the kitchen. You said it's how many bedrooms?
2.
Oh. And then the second bedroom. The bedrooms are nice. I like them. The bedrooms are nice.
There's the fact that there is no
Hello?
kitchen. I don't think that.
You finished painting here. Hey! Find your loving, I better find your heart. I better find your loving, I better find your heart. I better find your.
Hi guys, today is a Tuesday. I hope you're having a great week. I'm not sure what date it is, but I think it should be like 8th or 9th April. So house viewing went well. It was pretty like quick, you know, because we're just trying to like get settled and try to find our way around everything. But the most important thing was to leave the house and have somewhere to settle. So we didn't really take time on like, you know, viewing other options. Just decided to like pick from the one. And you also the prices, houses are very expensive here. Like things are so expensive. So I'm sure you can guess the house that we picked, just looking at the, should I call them tours? Like, you know, during the house hunting, the house viewing, I think you can guess. So I will save the house tour and like the moving in and the parking for the next video. You should definitely come back for it. And by the way, I had my hair done. Yeah, it's okay. I like it. It's very, very long, very long, but it's nice. It's neat. You guys should definitely come back for the moving in vlog. I am excited to make it, to film it, and for you to watch it. So if you've reached the very end of this video, thank you very much for watching. And if you're not subscribed and you enjoyed this video, definitely subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. And if you are already subscribed, thank you very much for the support. It means so much to me. I hope you take care of yourselves and have a lovely week, and all the best with everything that you have planned for yourselves. Bye.